Proof of stake consolidates into those with money hold their money. Now, think about this. If you are earning $40,000 Australian a year and you have a family, can you save a lot of money? If you're earning $400,000 a year, you can save a lot of money. Someone earning $400,000 a year can tax effectively put around half of their money away and save it and still live pretty well. On the other hand, someone with a family on $40,000 a year is lucky if they can save $1 a week. They're probably going backwards. That's the problem with proof of stake. If you have a lot of coin, it is very easy to sit some on the side and leave it there to vote. If you own, say, 30% of the network, as people do, you could sit 25% of those on the side to vote. And you will have far more vote than the other 70%. The problem with long tail effects when you take things like proof of stake is it consolidates power to the few. With proof of work, you don't consolidate power, contrary to what people think. It means every single day you have to chuck money back into the network. You have to reinvest. Your miners today will be obsolete in a year. Your power consumption today has to get better. Your management has to get better. You can't sit still. It's the old Red Queen scenario for anyone who's read Lewis Carroll. It's a country where just to stay still, you have to run faster and faster. Proof of stake allows you to be lazy and get richer. Proof of work means if you stop investing, you go backwards. That's the difference. Basically, I see that there is a need to always have free transactions and then low-cost transactions. If you have volume, it's the Coke model. If you have Coca-Cola works because they sell very cheap, effectively, sugar water and put lots of money into marketing it. They sell lots and lots of that sugar water and they make very small amounts of profit, but over billions of people. That's the same model. If you have very small transaction fees and you allow high volumes, you make money. More when you get things like smart contracts and complex things that we'll have in the West, that subsidizes normal payments that the rest of the world will have. That allows you to have markets in places like Africa or Asia open up, because as soon as you can start pegging currencies and pegging value, which we can do with Bitcoin, and tokenization is not spam. I don't care what some of the Blockstream people and Luke and whatever said. Tokenization is not spam. A paid transaction is not spam. Blockchain bloat is not a problem. Everyone doesn't need to validate every transaction in the world on their home computer. It never was designed that way. These people are fools. If you think that you need to go through and personally check it and validate everything, you're crazy. The system works. You don't need to trust every transaction being checked personally because it is a mathematical system where it all validates. You can check the hashes randomly on any block as you wish. That's enough. That then opens things up so that you can have low-cost transactions, not the $40 transactions US dollar that we're seeing on Bitcoin Legacy at the moment, but the ones where you're talking about half a cent for sending $100. That sort of small fraction will enable people to send payments anywhere, close to free. That means people in the Philippines who are working, who are traveling and want to send remittances back can. It means people can start saving money and putting it away. Bitcoin is ideal for the third world. Once we start actually pegging other things, whether it's gold shares, whether it's currency in US dollars, anything else, and there are some plans for pegged currencies as well. Once that occurs, not something like Tether, but provable asset reserves, etc., then it doesn't matter anymore. You can just send instantly. You can transmit between currencies instantly. When that starts happening, then we have a scenario, a situation where the poor can actually really start to negotiate and engage and be part of a global world. They can start opening up access over simple low-speed internet connections and do simple tasks and earn money. Then we have a scenario which is coming in the next couple of years where the entire world changes and we start opening up billions of people who can start engaging. They're not suffering because capitalism is stealing from them. They're suffering because no one is dealing with them. Africa is not poor because we're sucking the resources out. Africa is poor because we don't trade. Nepal is not poor because we suck out their value. It's poor because we don't trade. Once we open it up so that people can trade freely without government restrictions and controls, then something remarkable happens in this globe. So an example, I've done a transfer here in Britain of British pounds to US dollars of 10 million pounds. It happened in a fraction of a second and cost me 10 pounds. The rich don't need Bitcoin. The poor do. Bitcoin is not for people with a shitload of money, any way to put it. I already can transfer millions instantly. I can buy gold instantly. The poor cannot even send their money slowly right now. Hawala networks, each hop costs money. Remittance networks, everything costs money. It can be $40 from someone without a bank account in the Philippines to send back remittances back to their family when they earn $100 a month. That is disgusting. Bitcoin will make that a fraction of a cent. It will make it instantaneous. It will make it just flow. That's what it's about. That is the real aspect of this. Not people in large corporations making more. Billions of people globally trading, interacting, and saving without having fear of losing their money, without corruption,